What's up, everybody? It's Tom Maxwell of Hellyeah, and you're listening to the beautifully delicious. What is it? Oh, sorry. Brutally delicious.
Yeah, go with brutally delicious.
What's up, everybody? It's Tom Maxwell from Hellyeah, and you're listening to the It's so weird trying to say.
I know, it's like a tongue twister.
Beautifully. Hey, everybody. This is Tom Maxwell from Hellyeah. You're listening to the beautifully delicious podcast.
Brutally delicious!
Yeah, so what have you been listening to this week?
Well, I've just been listening to a bunch of Hellyeah.
Isn't that amazing stuff?
It's, you know, what I didn't know about these guys, and I feel like a dumbass for not knowing this, but it's actually the singer from Mudvayne. Oh, I'm sorry, I got to get it back open. The lead vocalist, Chad Gray, is from Mudvayne.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't know. I did not know that. I did not know that.
It's pretty, and so this is weird, but I was never like a Mudvayne fan.
No, I wasn't either, but I know the band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I didn't know anything about them.
And I was never a huge Mudvayne fan, but then I found them and I was like, I saw Hellyeah at, I think, one of the Mayhem festivals a few years back, and I was like, holy shit. Unbelievable band.
Oh, yeah. It's just unbelievable. Was Vinnie Paul in this band?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's one of the things I want to talk to. This is the first record without him.
Oh, my God, because he died.
Yeah. So, and they've got the guy now from, shit.
Roy
it's Corey. Yeah, Corey Taylor's band, Stone Sour, right?
I'm trying to figure it up here.
Yeah, Stone Sour.
Yeah. That is correct. Stone Sour. Crazy.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's got to be hard losing a drummer like Vinnie Paul. My God.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like losing John Bonham. How do you carry?
Right, and how do you go? And I don't know how they went on from that. So
yeah, it's crazy. But the new song sounds good. At least the one I just listened to, which is
called... Oh, yeah. I've listened to 2 of them already. It was like, holy crap, this is amazing stuff.
Yeah, what a great vocalist, too. Whoops. What a great vocalist. Like, my God.
Oh, and live, dude, the energy is unbelievable. I couldn't believe what we saw. And we were fans. It's one of those bands where I didn't like... not that I didn't like, but they weren't on my radar. Mm-hmm. And then we saw them live, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm sold.
Yeah, I would like to see them live, because... The tunes I listen to, I'm like, Jesus, this is heavy, man. This is good. And I feel like an idiot because, this video has 8.5 million views. And, I basically barely ever heard their name before.
Yeah. But they've got a lot of talent. It's like an underground supergroup. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And Tom Maxwell, the guy we're going to be speaking to, he's the one who just had some sort of problem with his finger and they had to cancel a couple festivals because he had to have surgery on his hand. And they had to cancel, I don't know. I know at least one festival that I was supposed to go to actually here in Virginia. It was up in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
What was his name? Tom Maxwell.
Tom Maxwell, yeah.
He joined in 2006.
So I probably saw them in, I want to say 10 or 11 maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was later than that. Whenever the last Mayhem was, and they were fucking off the chain, dude. Oh, I was an immediate fan. I went, oh my God, the energy and the power in this band is insane. And Vinnie Paul, I met him actually too, but I never saw anybody hit as hard as he did.
Oh God, no, that guy, when Vinnie Paul hit the drums cried every time.
We went, after we did the interview and stuff, and after they played, we were hanging out backstage doing some press stuff, and Vinnie gave Colin, for those who don't know, my son Colin, a drumstick.
Yeah.
And the thing is just mauled, dude. It looks like he's been hitting, I don't know.
It's like he's been hitting little
like
axes.
An anvil or something. Yeah, it's ridiculously banged up.
Oh, it's funny. I was listening to the guitar tone on the record too. It sounds just killer.
I love these guys. Unbelievable. And like I said, I went in going, okay, we're here. I'm doing press for the day. We might as well catch them. They were playing the main stage. I was like, cool, we'll just catch them. I wanted to see Vinnie anyway because I had never gotten to see Pantera.
Yeah.
So I figured it'd be great. And then, man, I walked away sold. A fan forever.
Hey, Tom, how are you? It's Bruce, my partner, Chris.
Doing well, thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey.
Hey, man, how's the finger doing?
Oh man, it's looking great, dude. I mean, it's probably going to be. I'm already playing my guitar, you know.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not 100% yet. It's still a little stiff, but my doctor, my surgeon, he's like, the best rehabilitation you can do is just play, play, do some stretches, and just move the hand as much as possible. But it looks good, man. It's a success. So yeah, it's time. Hopefully, doesn't ever come back again, because man, it fucking sucks, man.
Oh, I imagine. I mean, that's your lifeblood, right? If you lose your guitar playing finger or use of it, it's got to be scary as hell.
It was really weird, man, because it wasn't, not just affected that one finger, but my whole, palm of my hand would be super, super sore and crampy, so I'm just glad I got it over with and got it done with, man. It's a really easy procedure, and yeah, I'll be ready to rock in November.
Oh, is that how quick you come back out?
Yeah, we're starting up, I think mid-November. We'll be running up until about the 19th of December, which I'm not really too fond of touring that close to Christmas.
Right. Right.
It gives me a few days. I mean, pretty much everything I do nowadays, is shopping online, you know what I mean? So, Amazon.
Right.
Great, so.
I will tell you, and I know it's not your fault, but it was a drag. I had tickets to see you here at the festival in Virginia.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. We're trying to make up shows, and we managed to make up one of the North Carolina dates, Greenville, at the front tour. But we'll make it back to everybody. I know a lot of people were disappointed, and it's fucking bummed me out, but I really couldn't do it, and the band was just refusing to do. Get somebody to fly in and do some hack version.
No. You know
what I mean? Like, you got to take a lot of the solos and stuff, but I do a lot of the contours and colors and stuff. It's kind of, it's not the same as a record. You literally have to kind of weave what you do on the record into live seamlessly. You know what I mean? Because it's just a lot of information.
Right.
Yeah. And you got to take care of your health first.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
As I smoke a cigarette. That's another thing. I got a doctor's appointment with my primary doctor about a week, and I'm going to go on that Chantix. I'm going to try to quit. So I'm a little apprehensive because of the possible side effects and shit. But
yeah,
he said it's a very, very thin line there. It's not that the percentages. I mean, if you're already a pretty down person, it could affect you, but I'm not really a down guy, so I just want to quit. I'm ready. I didn't want it before. He was like, I can help you do it. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep on smoking a little longer. But I'm ready.
It's been 11 years for me, and I'm glad I did it.
Good, man. Congratulations, son. My wife's the same way, man. She quit cold turkey, and it's been 21 years, man.
That's how I did. I can't say I don't think about him every now and then, but, I feel so much better, and I can breathe and run around with the kids and do whatever, so it's a lot better.
I remember one time, man, I'm sure you probably had the same kind of reaction, but I remember when I quit years ago, and about the third weekend, I just could not stand the smell of cigarettes, man. Like, I'd walk outside, or somebody was smoking near me, I'd just be like, this is fucking gross, and then I think it was one of those drunken nights in Europe that just started smoking again,
Right.
So I went downhill from there. So that's all they do in Europe, smoke. Just smoke.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I've only got a few questions for you. I know we've already killed some time just chatting, but after Vinnie's passing, was there ever a moment where you guys were going to call it a day, or was it we have to go on because of Vinnie?
Immediately, yeah. We were very, we didn't know what to do. We were like, how do we do this? You know what I mean? I mean, it's more than just a drummer. You know what I mean? It's our best friend,
your brother,
and there was a lot of doubt and a lot of anxiety towards the thought of doing it again. I mean, we knew we had to finish the record, and I think going in and finishing the album helped us kind of break that ice a little bit, and then when we elected to, just agreed to do the one-off show in Vegas, and it was either going to be awesome or it really wasn't going to be awesome. And, it turned out to be fantastic, and it really kind of cemented, that we had to keep it going. And I knew in the back of my mind that Vince would have been extremely disappointed and probably heartbroken if we didn't honor the record and honor what he would want us to do. But I can't say what's going to happen down the road because we're just not at that door yet.
Right.
We're still trying to ease into getting back on the road. We've done one tour so far, and it was great. It really broke a lot of the chains that were holding us back, I guess, to want to keep going into it. And it's like, I was talking to a friend of mine who he's a counselor, and I was like, I've lost my mom, I've lost relatives, I've lost close people in my life, but this affects me so much different and hard. And he's like, well, look at it like this, man. It's like losing a spouse.
Yeah.
You guys were living together for over a decade, touring the world, involved and intimately in each other's lives every day. And it made sense, and it kind of, that little bit just kind of helped me understand that kind of pain and that, the anxiety I was having. Because going into this tour that we just finished, I was panicking out, man. I was, I remember the morning that we were about to leave, I was just melting, in emotions. And, it's still a little bit, but I'm glad we did it. I was stronger with every day that went by. We all were. The band was playing great, man. They really just came in and just did us a solid and really pulled us together and made it fun, and we know what is going on. We know that our body's not back there anymore, but we're doing it one day at a time.
Right.
It must have been an emotional experience recording to those drum tracks.
It was crazy, man. She had only heard 2 songs finished before he left, and all his drum tracks were finished. They were, but yeah, it's emotional. We were going in there, I was having anxiety and panic attacks. It took me about an hour just to get started every day. I'd get to the studio and I would just be full of nerves and just distraught, and then I'd have to walk around and just kind of ease into it. But we managed to do it, man. I'm really proud of the job, that we did, and I think he would be absolutely tickled, with what we came up with, right, and how we finished it. And, Chad really nailed it vocally and lyrically, and we're proud of it. So yeah, we have to carry this torch for him, man. Like I said, he would be really bummed out. I could see him just looking at the ground, shaking his head right now if we didn't.
Right.
Unbelievable, man. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and you have everything to be proud of too, because the tracks that I've heard are, we were just talking about before you got on the air, are absolutely off the chain. Love them. Great stuff.
Which one?
I've been listening to 333 a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty off the chain.
Yeah, that's the album opener, man. We're gonna start the record off with that, and then it goes, and it kind of, the first few songs, I think everybody's pretty much heard. 333, Welcome Home, and Oh My God.
Yeah, that's the other one. I haven't heard Welcome Home yet, but I've heard Oh My God, and that's another great one.
Oh, man, you gotta do yourself a solid and put that song on, dude. It's one of the most epic tracks you've ever recorded.
All right, cool. I'll put it on when I get done with this. Hey, how did you guys come about picking up or getting in contact with Roy? Was there any special circumstances that came about?
Well, I mean, there was a very short list of people that we were considering. We one thing we didn't want to do was just get the guy who's available and does everything and spreads himself out all over the place. It's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to get somebody that we all knew personally, we all loved and respected, and more importantly, somebody that Vinnie knew and respected. And with Roy, I've known Roy since my Nothing Face days, like back when he was living in New York City, that goes back to like the late 90s pretty much. And then, Hellyeah and Stone Sour toured together in Europe, and we've done tours in America with Uproar and a couple others. And then there was countless festivals that we would just run into each other. So, there was that bond and that friendship and that brotherhood already in place. But, Chad had ran into Corey Taylor out, I think it was in Vegas or something like that. And, Corey was like, what a call, man. Stone Sour's done, we're going back and doing Slipknot. And that's how it all started, Chad made a phone call, and Roy took a couple days and thought about it. He was pretty apprehensive because of who he was going in to fill in that role. Of course,
right.
He did it, and he did it like a champ, and Roy's just, and more importantly as well, we needed to find somebody, because it's a very slippery slope when you're dealing with somebody like Vince, man. You have to have the approval of the fans, you know what I mean? You can't just get anybody, like I was saying. It had to be somebody that people were going to be like, you know what, that makes sense, and I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? That played a part of our decision as well, and we made the right thing. We made the right decision. We came in and spent 6 hours a day just rehearsing to the records and the songs, and came in and just nailed it. I mean, we were still kind of, it's different, you know what I mean? It's like I'm so used to having Vince. I knew all his little innuendos and nuances and shit like that, but, we're starting to figure out Roy's, and he's starting to figure out ours, and, by the end of the last tour, man, we were just crushing, man. It was like so tight and just right on, and we knew the ins and outs, of each other, and I'm predicting it to be the same way for this next run once we get back out.
Awesome.
Once we get back out there.
So great to hear.
Yeah, man, I was really happy. We couldn't have done it, but I don't think anybody else could have really made us feel that way. I mean, he's a brother. We love the guy. He's like the sweetest human being in the world. He's got a great sense of humor, so he gets all of our sarcasm, because we're pretty we fuck with people, you know what I mean? We fuck with our crew, we fuck with each other, and it's all in good fun, you know what I mean? So you have to have a kind of a thick skin to be around us sometimes, because you don't know if we're being serious or if we're not being serious, so
right.
He just fell right into place, man, and we couldn't have found somebody better, I don't think.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
And it's actually pretty cool that, in the end, that the fans accepted them and you're able to just pick up, because I know you've got a pretty rabid fan base. I saw you guys a couple times. It's definitely on the Mayhem tour, and the fan base is pretty crazy for you.
Yeah, it seemed like, the fans were, on this last run, man, they were just there in droves, and they were just so supportive, and they loved Roy. There was no kind of dull moment, I guess. You know what I mean? After every single song, there's killer reaction, and pits were nuts, and and he's being really respectful towards Vinnie's legacy, and the fans are being real respectful towards it, and they're being very respectful towards Roy. So, again, it's just a perfect kind of scenario right now. We just have to keep it going. They're already confirming us for a bunch of festivals next year, which are going to be anchor dates for other tours, like filling in those gaps, you know what I mean? But,
right.
And then, of course, we just confirmed for Shiprock, which would be pretty fun for a week getting out there.
Oh, yeah.
And, we're kind of finding ourselves again, a little bit, because it was a while, and it took a lot out of us, Again, there was moments after he passed where I'm just, thinking on the personal side, it's like, I don't even know if I belong here anymore. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And it was really, really fucking bad, for a little bit. And then, and then of course, we get the support of our team and our families and our friends, and then, of course, the Vinnie's posse in Dallas, was egging us on, and so, we had all the support and that we could have asked for, and moving forward, it's the same way as well. You know,
That's awesome. And I believe the record drops on Friday, right?
Friday, finally, man. It's been done for so long. But, you know, but I get it. You know, I mean, it's a whole different world out there in the music industry. And it seems like before records come out that, you know, labels are putting out, you know, anywhere between 3 to 4, maybe even 5 tracks before the records come out, for, you know, because of streaming and all that stuff. And it's a different animal. So I'm pumped that it's coming out. I'm really excited to see what people say about it. That's I've never ever really cared what critics said about our records in the past very much.
Right.
You know, because I kind of, you know, when I'm writing songs, I'm writing for myself and for the band and, you know, for the fans as well. And you know, critics can be a little, just don't get it sometimes, you know, but this record, I'm really eager to see what they say, you know, because I think we went outside the box quite a bit on some songs and, you know, left the studio feeling a little uncertain about certain things because we were trying different stuff and, you know, and, yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing it. And finally it's coming out, man. I'm just...
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything, Chris?
Well, I just heard you mention that you guys were confirmed for Shiprock. Have you ever played a music cruise before?
Well, we've done it twice before.
Okay.
We've done Shiprock twice before, and it's a blast, man. I mean, it's kind of, you know, you're all there together. You know, there's no separation. You know what I mean? It's not like you go to a venue and the bands are in their own spot backstage in the dressing rooms. I mean, the only time you can actually get away from anybody is when you're in your cabin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you go down and get something to eat, or if you're going to go to the bar, or if you're going to go just wander around, you know, it's just people everywhere. And it can get a little strappy, you know what I mean, at times.
Yeah.
You know, trying to make your way over to get yourself an omelet or something, and you got about 15 people in front of you trying to talk to you and stuff. But, you know, I'm not complaining, man, because it could be the other way around. They don't give a shit. You know
right.
What I'm saying? So,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, yeah, so you have to kind of have to just get out of your own way and just let people have access to you, you know, when it's like that. But it's still a lot of fun. You know, you go and you're out at sea for like 4 or 5 days, something like that, and you're docking at different places like Cozumel or, you know, the Keys or whatever they're doing, and you know, you get to go off the boat a little bit and do a little shopping or just go snorkeling with your buddies or something. You know?
Right.
One time we did it with Seven Dust, and I think it was me and Morgan. We took this little excursion where we just went out into the like a jungle run. They took you in a 4x4 and they take you to this white sand beach. And there was like this little restaurant and they were making tacos. We just hung out, man. It was really cool and really quiet and just gorgeous, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So cool. Yeah, I haven't been on Shiprock before. I was on 70,000 Tons of Metal, so I was just wondering, you know, what your experience was on the boat, and that's really cool to kind of get it from you. I appreciate it.
It was cool, man, and they treat you well. So, you know, I mean, the one thing that you have to pay for is alcohol. You know what I mean? And
right.
Yeah, and that's how they make their money on the bars. And of course, you know, you have the restaurants that you have to pay, but they pretty much have the all-you-can-eat buffets, which aren't that bad. But you know, they have food, like room service. I don't know how it works for everybody else, but for the bands, pretty much you can get whatever you want for free. And it's a funny story, man. Chad one time, this is back when he was still drinking and partying. He's been, you know, sober for a while now, which is really, really awesome of him, you know, taking care of himself. But back then, man, he couldn't decide what he wanted, so he ordered one of everything on the menu. So they came with this tray of like 20 different plates of food, man, and I just walked into his room, he just laughed. He's like,
nice.
Well, let me help you out.
That's great.
So,
imagine the room attendant bringing all that down to one room.
Oh, dude, Chad can be a little bit a little too comfortable in his room. So it's like, it's so crazy, man. He's like, as soon as he opens up his luggage, it's like a bomb goes off. Like, things just fly everywhere. His bunk,
That's funny.
His bunk is like the most cluttered bunk I've ever seen in my life. It's like, where do you sleep in between all this shit? You got plates of food in the corner, you know, you got water bottles half full, you got, you know, all your medications laying around, you know, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
That's funny. Tom, I want to thank you very much for your time, man.
No problem, man. Thank you, guys.
Hey, good luck with
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the record, the tour, and speedy healing for you, man.
Put on that Welcome Home track, man.
I'm going to go listen to it right now.
All right, brother.
Be well,
Thanks
my friend.
a lot,
Thank you.
Hello out there.
Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.